Well, hello there, YouTube. And welcome to, well, basically 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday the 15th of February. I guess at the 15th of February, you can say we're more than halfway through the month, seeing there's only 28 days. Unless this is a leap year, I don't think it is. But, yeah. Had a crazy long night's sleep. Got up late despite all the sleep. Well, it was in pieces yesterday, but I had a good, solid night's sleep. Of course, couldn't get going because I got so much sleep this morning. Fiddle farted around. Turned the video live at 4:45 this afternoon. But been enjoying myself. But it's rained off and on last night, and I think this morning a couple times. And you can see the snow is she's quickly disappearing on us. But it started out this morning at 31 degrees, and it made it to a high of 38, and 38 is what it is at the moment. So it is at the high that it made it to today. But yeah, very nice. Fun was snow. The snow was very fun, and my gimbal must be out of whack. It is literally sitting here sideways. Hold on here, I'm gonna calibrate the gimbal right quick. That's funky looking. I mean, literally, we're floating sideways, or at least it looks that way. Hold on. All right, well, we're a little more square to the world now. That was crazy. You gotta do that every once in a while on these little things. Man, listen to them gutters running. Little snowman. They left. They took the rest of them down. They tackled them down. They were having fun. I mean, they literally tackled the snowmen down. Just one remains out there, if y'all can even see that thing. But, man, sound of gutters out here is crazy. But look at that misty sky. It just looks wintry time out here. Let's go piddle with those running lights out there for a bit. See what kind of mess we can make out of that. What you got going on here, Danny boy? What you got here? You've been out there in them pine trees across the street there, haven't you? Yeah, you like the pines too? He says, yes, I like that nice piney scent. He goes, don't bother me, I was asleep over here. So, got a couple of things here. Oh, listen to rain out there. So, just using one side here. Nothing's aligned. They're just sitting here. Once I figure something out, I gotta Loctite everything. But the bolts are crazy long. I don't think you can see that clamp is almost to the end, and it has kind of an oval shape to it, so it's only going to pinch on the front and rear of it. But I'm not sure. I was even pointing at the thing. But that keeps it inside. No, the wheel doesn't come and hit it. Full lock. You know, it's not even close to it. It actually scoots in behind it. Like that. So it doesn't come near it at all. But this is, you know, the light's going to hit the wheel and stuff too. But, you know, it's a projection lens, so it's going to protrude out. Or using the factory tab. Now this is barely sitting on there. I don't even want to scratch the deal there. You can see it's all cockeyed. But the problem with that is if you went down, that thing's gonna get it. And I guess I need a longer bolt and a spacer, but I could space the thing in some. That would probably work better. Find a collar of some sort and just kick that thing in enough that, because I mean that's so flush with it that literally if I just tipped it over here in the garage, it would hit that light. So I was just messing with it. Oh, and by the way, last night I thought, well, the lights or the cord's coming in on one side, well, surely it's got to be on the other side for the other side. No, they're both coming out as you're facing the direction of the light. Both of them are coming out the left-hand side. So that can pose a problem on the right-hand light, but it would be far enough out, especially if I space this thing in. It seems like I've got some 6mm spacers that I could use. I just need to find some stainless. I think they're 6mm. Yeah, it's 6mm. 6x1, I believe. And then there's the screw on the back. The hole is a little ovaled, so there's room to move this thing. I can move this one, but I don't want to put a mark. I don't have a washer or anything there. I don't want to put a mark on the engine guard. So I think spacing this one and bringing it in would be the better choice. That'll be a nice low. So when you go into the fog light mode, so I would set it to basically go level across the ground, and then the fog light have a nice bright yellowish orange hitting the ground. I think it's a little orangish just going by the pictures and stuff I've seen of it. But I think that's my answer right there. I'm gonna have the clamp's just not gonna work right. It's not gonna. It's kind of tight right now. I just snugged it, and the bad thing is it has a deal that captures the nut, so the bolt has to go this way. That looks the cleanest. It's down low. It's going to get all the road grime off of the wheel as you're going down the road. Just look at all the junk that's collected. It's almost like a target area right there. So yeah, she'll get a good blasting. But lights get that. Lights are waterproof and everything, so they're supposed to be. They can promise one thing and then you get something else. That's it right there. That's gonna be the one. That was fun getting this thing in, because I just kind of snugged the top one, and I don't want to scratch anything, and I just tilted it and got this one started most of the way. You can see it's like I can't go any tighter because it's actually the screw's gonna jam in against everything in there. It almost looks like it's touching now, but that's very clean looking there. Like I say, it'd be better yet if it was in. I really want to get that Harley engine guard down there, but man, oh man, what is that thing, like $400 or is it $500? I don't remember. Maybe it's $490 something. It's expensive. So like that. Oh. The other thing, I was out here messing around. You guys are probably going, why don't you film some of that? Nice and solid as a rock. Goes underneath. I'll come up with a nice, neat way of tucking all this in. It's just sitting here for the moment. But I'll tuck that all in nice and neat. And yeah, when my iPhone mini is going to be there, it'll cover that. But I'm thinking at night, that might be an irritating light facing me too. But, the phone's small enough and just reach under and click it and power it up. Now I just need to find a neat way. And of course the tank on this thing is slam full. And to do this correctly, because I need to, they got good trigger wires in the back there. And, spreading the wires out. And you got to be careful because the air box is on the top. I've dealt with enough motorcycles, BMWs and all that stuff, that when you have wires going back and forth, you want to make sure you do that neatly. So here's your trigger wire. That's nice and long. I like they got like a battery terminal on the end. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, okay. So you got your ground and your power. So that'll go down to the battery. Oh, one other thing I noticed. Which one is it? Is this? Oh, yeah, this is the other light. This is the other, nope, I'm saying that backwards. It's this one right here. Look. It's missing the O-ring for that watertight seal. So I have to pull one of those off and dig through our O-ring little junk bins and stuff and get that sorted out. So trigger, power, and ground. You have ground, power, and your trigger wire. So I don't know, I guess I can look at the wiring diagram on the manual, see if there's something up front that's a keyed hot. But there's two there's actually, you got two heated vest deals there, and I believe there's another place you can tap in. And that'll be it. And then I put a tender lead down in there. I think after I got the pan back on, it's in a spot I can't really get to it, so I'll rearrange that. And probably run a tender lead up top somewhere, so you've got a nice additional place to charge the battery. This is the factory harness that's in there. That one's tied into the system. But yeah, I just wish that wasn't chrome is all. But you know, it's out of the way. Of course, when you spin back and forth. But you know, I was talking about tank bags. But even if I had a tank bag, this thing's going to hit it anyway. But I'm kind of worried about, you know, I was thinking of putting that charge base on there because you got just have a short USB-C, because you got a USB-C connector right there. And the quad lock thing there. I think my 12 will probably, even if I was just using my 12, that would stand up right there. But I'll probably use the 16 sitting sideways and use that. That thing does sideways. The 12 does too, but it's a little weird. You know, have my regular navigation, and I've got my 16 paired to that. I don't know how much. It is kind of cool what you can do with that. You do it on your computer and you can, port the things over. But I will probably use, something else, mapping software. And the things, when you're running, it's Bluetooth paired to it. If I want to look at that map, I can. But in my 12, have that sitting there as with Waze running. Perfect. That's kind of what I wanted to do last year, but you remember at the last minute I decided on the Road King I didn't want that great big 16 sitting on that charge plate there. It was just, that it's a really cool thing that Garmin has, but, or a RAM mount, RAM mount, and you put a MagSafe wireless charger in there and it works great. But and then the quad lock one is fantastic. I already have that. I was just gonna put that phone in my face pretty much. And I liked that it was laying. I'm just afraid, is the gas cap gonna open okay with? Well, it's not gonna come out that far. I don't know where I have that thing. I can show you right quick. I think I put that stuff in a box with all the other RAM mount stuff. But that'll be nice. I have the thing for the running lights down there. But I think you guys tell me what you think. Two things. This is farther out. I can't really mount it in the middle of this turn here because the pipe has been bent. You know how that is, trying to hold on to something like that. And I would have to put something in there to shim it, because like I say, there's just a thinnest. I mean, it may bite down and hold it good. This pipe is 21 millimeters and the inside of this is 20. So you got 1 millimeter. So you got half a millimeter in 2 spots here because, like I say, the clamp isn't perfectly round at excuse me, I had the hiccups here. At the 20 millimeters. So it will just be biting on the front and the rear. And I hate that look when somebody's got something squeezed in there like those rubber pieces in between there. That doesn't look good. And these, well, this is the same size pipe out here. You know, if you weren't afraid, which I don't want to destroy the lights, first time you drive, you know, the time's coming, you're going to drop the thing. You know, especially if you're doing any off-road stuff. So if that thing could just be tucked in, you know, a half an inch more, you know, it'd still be wider than this light here. You know, and I could figure out a way of pinching around that. And, but then that lines the light up to where back of the light's liable to hit the radiator shroud. And this one, there's enough distance, plenty of 20. I don't want to scratch that. I know I can but that's powder coated. I know you can touch it up with paint, but I have to leave the powder coating on. But I'm liking it. What y'all think? I think I like it. Oh, it's the Brembo. I was like, it looked like something's red down there. It was just the Brembo pad sticking out down there. It's catching my eyeballs. So I'm gonna go with that idea. So I'll pull that off and do some ciphering and all these things. Once I get them set up, you know, line everything up where you want them, because I can't get to these bolts after these bolts are in. So I need to make sure that's spun where it needs to be. You know, maybe use some tape or something to mark off where it needs to be, and then Loctite everything. And the same way, go all the way up, Loctite and everything. And you can see this has got like a swiveling hole inside there. The hole in the back of this thing is just basically too large for the screw, and it allows some free play on it. But you can actually see where this one's cocked, where I cocked it sideways, because it was kind of pointing in. The notches and the angle didn't quite line up, because they got click, click, click threads on there to keep them in place. But I think that'll work. I think I'm cool with it. Now, can I find any bolts in those collars that have anything like that here? You know, because I'm not going to work until Monday. So my mind's thinking about this thing. I've wasted more time thinking about it than I have anything else. And the real thinking is when I go to plug all this stuff in. Where am I going to stash all that stuff? I don't want a clump of anything. I'm going to end up with a clump somewhere. But there's some pretty good hiding places around the fairing frame. But I don't want to be able to look down there and see that. And I think if you hide it in there, I guess you could hide it on the inside of that fairing, because there's a big hole, you know, between the shroud and the actual fairing. It's just air. Anyway, that's what am I tinkering with right now. I think it's all gonna work. Got all my junk spread out everywhere. Nice. All right. Well, hello there, YouTube. Look at this. It's like 37 degrees out here. It feels like springtime.
I know.
Mama doesn't have her big coat on. I have no coat on.
Funny how you get used to it.
Oh, yeah. It's in the teens and, you know, the highs in the low 30s, and the wind with the wind chill and stuff like that. Here's a train.
I hear something.
No way we can hear that from that far away.
That's crazy.
Well, the heater's coming on, so that's
we're
the end of
gonna
the
hear
train
it now.
sounds. But yeah, it's definitely rapidly melting. It's getting thinner and thinner, bigger bare spots here and there. Although Christy said she went and saw Lucas to his friend's house, and that's at Kelso, I think it's considered.
Yeah, but it's up in the hills.
Yeah, and she got some slippery stuff in there, so it's still need to be careful out there. But anyway, you guys let me know. Christy came home while I was out. Kelly's going to come out and look at the lights, see what she thought. She had never made it out there. I finally gave up and locked everything up and came in. She goes, well, you want to go out there and do the goodbye? I said, too late. It's done. Locked up.
I got
tired of waiting for you. I already stared and studied that thing long enough. So, yeah, I think that using the stock running light mount, just need to find a couple of collars to kick that thing in. And I got tons of stuff. But that dadgum shelf is such a mess, I can't get to nothing.
I'm not.
So that should be my winter project for sure. Get that sorted out.
At a time.
Fill that dumpster out there, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
There's probably more junk in there. But, get a big organizer to put all that stuff in so you can go out there and find it,
Yeah. Yeah, buried in boxes full of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not.
Boxes and non-see-through bags are evil.
Yes, because you can't find the stuff. You gotta open everything to find it.
Yeah. I can lose stuff faster, and that's just because you got too much junk. That's literally what it is, mostly junk. But it's worth its weight in gold when it saves your butt, though.
Yes. Because as soon as you throw it away, that's when you need it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I shouldn't have thrown that thing away.
Yeah,
or Kelly would go, you remember you threw that away? And I go, ow.
Yeah, every time.
That's how hoarders become hoarders.
I know. We're controlled hoarders, but still hoarders in a sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, let me know what you think. I appreciate your opinion, but I'm going with the stock mount. It's just going to take a little bit of modifying to get it inboard more, so I don't drop it and knock the light off right away, or bend the tab because of it hitting the light or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, somewhat cool. It started off at 31, but after that, it hovered at 38 for absolutely ever.
Yeah.
So that's kind of normal wintertime weather around here.
Yeah.
But I think on that, we're going to roll out.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching now.
Yes.
Bye-bye.